Hey everyone, okay, so when I film things, I mean, you're going to be like, yeah, of course, Wayne. I don't have a script. I don't have anything written down. I just sit here, turn it on, film, and hope for the best, which is what I'm going to do with this video. Today, I'm going to be talking about a brand new product, and let me tell you the name. It is Dr. Sam Flawless Moisturiser Intense. Now, just wait. This is a moisturiser, but I'm loath to call it a moisturiser because to me, it is more than a moisturiser. Now, this is not a sponsor video and I'm not affiliated with the product in the slightest, but completely honest with you, I received a sample of this product way before it was ever going to get sold to test it out and to see how I was going to react to it. In fact, here is the sample. That's the sample I got. Now, as some of you may or may not know, I did a review of a really outrageous skincare brand that had before and after pictures, which in my opinion were unachievable. And it would have cost £500 or £400 a month just on the skincare. And it did nothing. It truly did nothing. Nothing, zero. In fact, it did worse than zero because it clogged some of my pores. I did not like this product. And I was honest about it without tearing it apart. But the more I thought about that product, the more pissed I got that I wasted such an extortionate amount of money on something that I knew wouldn't work. This works, and it is the Moisturiser Intense. But as I said in the beginning, it's more than intense. Now, if you have a damaged skin barrier, examples of that could be something like eczema. It could also be that you've over-exfoliated your skin, that you've done a whole host, and most of us know if we've got a damaged skin barrier, and it can be quite an unpleasant experience, and fixing it can be an issue. So let me tell you my experience with this product and what it did, because the Lima skincare that I just mentioned did nothing. This did more in 3 days than that entire product did in a month. And I have continued to use it consistently ever since. So the first thing is, nearly a couple of years ago, I decided to embark on a ridiculous journey of doing a series of skin peels over the course of a year. Not every day, but over the course of a year, I was going to do a very large amount of skin peels with rest periods. Now, what happened was that the first two went really well and my skin was just luminous, darling, and amazing. And then it wasn't. It became very clear to me that my skin did not like that kind of intense peel. Instead of listening to my skin, I decided not to bother and go ahead and do it anyway. I had a whole host of problems that came with that. A damaged skin barrier was just one of them. I developed these tiny little white spots. There's a name for them. I've forgotten the name, of course, because I'm filming. And I had to have them lasered off. Not a fun time. But the one thing that happened was, because I was doing skin peels, I couldn't use any Tretinoin. So I was using the prescription strength at 0.1%. I had to stop that. Ever since, I've struggled to get back into using it full strength. Here's what happened. I am now able to use the 0.1% again. No issues, no skin irritation, no redness, no dryness, no flakiness, none of that horrid, awful side effects that can happen. And I apply it neat, and then I apply the product over it, the Moisturiser Intense over it. That is it. Nothing bad. It just allowed me to use the product again. And I phoned Dr. Sam and I said to her, this is what's happened. I'm able to use this strength with this product now. And she was like, I have just had this same phone call with somebody else. So it isn't just me. It did happen. Here's another thing. I'm just going to pop and show you. So right here, I had a patch of eczema right here. And the only thing that was dealing with it was hydrocortisone cream. And it just appeared one day. I was in the shower and there it was, smiling up at me. That dealt with it. But as soon as I stopped using it, it came back. I put this on, it hasn't come back since. Every time after the shower, I put the tiniest amount on and it's not come back. It's difficult because I receive a lot of products, and I've received many a moisturizer since that day. They're all really nice, but this one is the best one. And I mean that. I'm not being paid. There is no incentive for me to mention something. It just works. There is no heavy feeling with this. A lot of moisturizers that claim to help skin barrier function are very thick, very heavy. They leave half of it on your pillowcase at night, and they can feel very suffocating. This doesn't. This absorbs immediately, and that's it. There's no telltale signs that you've just used something that is that intense, that's going to work that deeply. Now, there is a whole host of science that goes behind this, and I actually have all that science here, but I'm not going to bother you with it because I don't really understand it. But the science is here. So this isn't just me saying, oh, it's a bit of a good moisturizer, to be honest with you. It is that, but there's the science to back it up, which a lot of companies pretend to have and don't. And I know that firsthand because I used something that was shit, that did not work, that claimed to do everything. This is amazing. It's a moisturizer. And it has allowed me to enter back into that world of prescription strength retinoids without any side effects. It's clear my skin does not enjoy being exfoliated in the chemical sense that much. I can do it a couple of times a week. That's it. This has allowed me to enter back into that retinoid world with no side effects. At 0.01%, the highest strength you can get with no side effects. That for me is enough for me to continue on using this indefinitely. End of. I will leave all the information on this in the description bar. Dr. Sam has made some incredible products. Brightly, Nightly is so good. There's a lot of great products from Dr. Sam. This one is probably my favorite by far. Thanks for watching. Really, really appreciate it. And I truly mean that. You are all really quite lovely people. When I look at some of the comments on other makeup people's pages, I realize what a lovely audience I actually have. And I am very grateful for that. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.